What's up, guys? Hope you guys are doing well. Today we're going to be covering nothing crazy new in terms of gear, but things that I've been enjoying. This is the Semogue SOC Boar. Nothing new here, been around for a very long time, but I don't normally cover boars too much, so I thought I'd go back to it. Really enjoy this brush. I have been using the comparatively, I guess, same tier Zenith Scrubby, and I'll use this in a future video, but I found that this has softer tips, but it doesn't really open up as comfortably when pushed up against the face. It's got a little bit more backbone, which is still fine, but on a boar, I kind of prefer it to kind of open up more. So I think, and I like the handle on this better, so I think I prefer this one, but I'll use this in another video. I'll keep this soaking for a minute. Today we'll be going with Grooming Department Amore. This is like my favorite tobacco scent and wet shaving. He will be bringing it back at some point. It could be months, weeks, years, who knows. Oh yeah, and I said I would use the Blutt BR1 on the channel again, but in the .99 plate. So here we are. As you can see, last time you saw it on camera, it was blasted. Now it is all shined up, so I took the liberty of sanding it and polishing it, because I just like shiny razors, I guess. I don't know. So that was a fun project. Oops. Anyways, that was a fun project. Yeah, so you can see it says .99 here. Sorry. And it turns out Bluet stands for naked. Bluet with one T means blood, and I thought that's what it meant, but it means naked. So yeah, it's the base plate, .99 gap, and as you can see, the inside is still blasted. I did not sand and polish the inside. It just would have taken too many hours to do. So this is a tungsten blade Persona 74 on its 23rd use. These things just last ages. So yeah, today we'll go over this razor. This razor for me is, I think, top 3. But let me get into a load here before we take too long. We're at 245. We'll go up to 315. Get a good 30 seconds on there. Yeah, I'm a big fan of tobacco scents. I feel like a ton of them missed the mark for me. Like the tobacconist was a little bit too sweet. I liked trail tobacco comparatively to the other scents in wet shaving, but it didn't like blow me away either after using it more than once. And oh, we're at 30. What else did I use? Earth of Mankind, which I'm using as the splash from Oaken. That's probably one of my favorite tobaccos, but it comes off more chocolatey, coffee vibe than straight tobacco, even though it has that kind of tobacco going on. So for me, this is like my favorite tobacco in wet shaving, so that's cool. Just rinsing off the puck here. Cool. Yeah, let's get into the lather. Hope you guys have been doing real well, enjoying your shaves. We are officially into fall. Well, it's been a month, so. And I really like this brush for painting. I don't know, man. These boar brushes, they're underrated. At least if you're in the badger space. I mean, it's 50 bucks and it produces a hell of a lather. It picks up soap really well. I probably could have done 15-second load, and I would have gotten plenty of load. And they do take some breaking in for sure, these boar brushes. Out of the box, the tips will come like split. It seems like they try to speed up the process somehow. I don't know what they do, if they treat it or what, but bleach or like rub against sandpaper, I don't know. But it does take some use. But I found that the Semogue SOC and that Zenith, they're much higher quality boar hair bristles than those like cheap $10, $20 boar brushes. I feel like they're just super stiff. Like with most boars, you gotta really soak them into hot or warm water to really soften up the tips. And yeah, if you don't, it's just gonna be too stiff, I feel. But once you do and you use it like, I don't know, 10, 15 times, they definitely break into be fantastic knots, in my opinion. So they're not clouds by any means, but they're relatively soft in the grand scheme of things. They, like I said, they pick up soap real well. I don't find that this has like scritch, like a pointy scritch. It's more of like a medium scrub, different from the scrub you'd get in a Badger, of course. But I feel like that's the only way I could describe it. A brand new boar brush of not like the highest quality will definitely feel scritchy and pokey and not fun, especially if you're a daily shaver or have sensitive skin. So can't happen. But yeah, like as you can see, it's whipping up a hell of a lather. Actually overloaded a tiny bit by hitting 30 seconds. Here we go. Yeah, we're on a day's growth. So not a ton of growth here, but get a nice scrub going. Yeah, I feel like I've plateaued on Badgers, that is. I feel like I've tried it all. For most of the high-end stuff, I haven't tried it all, obviously, but like from the high-end stuff, from, you know, the really big names out there, I feel like I've tried it all, and there's like really no chase or desire to chase new things a ton, or at least go out of my way to. So there's that. I'm gonna paint in water a few more times and I'm good. So yeah, I thought I'd revisit a boar brush, and I've been using it the last couple days. I've been enjoying it, so that's that. So I don't know if I'd still pick it over a synthetic, but I'd say they all have their unique properties. My problem with the synthetic, select synthetics, not all of them, some of them are pretty springy. They're either floppy or springy. It's a very fine balance. Some are just, yeah, it's literally what it is. One or the other sometimes. Sometimes it's perfect, but it's sometimes hard to find. Yeah, so the Bluet BR1 0.99 with a 23rd use tungsten Persona 74. Been about over a week since I used this. Lovely razor. To me, this razor is top 3. Yeah, in no particular order. My top 3 razors right now are the Wolfman WR2, the BR1, and the Titanium Blackbird from Blackland Razors. Those are all, in my opinion, fantastic razors, and they've pretty much killed my RAD, razor acquisition disorder. I have no desire to get any other razor. I know the Carved Titanium is probably right around the corner, maybe like a couple months or two, couple weeks, I don't know. But I'm not like necessarily jumping out of my seat to get it, just because I'm so happy with the razors I already own. And these things are kind of built to last. You know, you just change out the blade, and the razor itself, in theory, should last a lifetime with proper care, or longer. So, yeah, I don't see the need to kind of jump out and get any other razors at this point. But I do have a few others, of course, so definitely have plenty in the den, just like a lot of you do. Actually, I will be trying a vintage soon. Another YouTuber, he lent it for me to try with the option to buy it. I'll make a video on that within the coming week. So looking forward to giving a few vintage Gillettes a try. So never really gave them a fair shake. I tried a couple vintage injectors, didn't like it. Wasn't for me. But the DEs are a different ball game, so might really enjoy that. Yeah, so the SOC, I enjoy this more for painting. I feel like it's just a taller loft. I haven't measured it, but I feel like it just kind of blooms out more, and it makes painting a lot more enjoyable for me. Yeah, all in all, solid brush. You just got to break it in a bit, be patient, and I think you'll get a fantastic brush out of it. It should hopefully last a long time. So, and as you can see, it makes hell of a lather. Cool. Second pass. So the razor, this 0.99 plate, it kind of feels like a B plate to me. It toes the line somewhere along a B plate and a C, somewhere around there. For me, the C has just a pinch of blade feel, but this to me has a little bit more efficiency maybe than the C. I don't know, it's not like night and day different, to be honest with you, but I feel like I have to touch myself a bit more than usual with the C plate, whereas with the D plate from Carve, I don't. But I find the D plate more comparable in blade feel to the 1.20 gap, or even the E plate, somewhere around there. 1.20 gap Bluet razor. But this Swiss made razor is kind of caught me by surprise. I was expecting to like it, not love it, but I really do enjoy it. Yeah, the blade clamping is just one of the best, and it's something I really notice when I'm going against the grain or upwards on my mustache, things of that nature. Can go over the same areas and not really worry or get any irritation. I'll show you the kind of the hair it picked up at all. I don't know if you guys can pick that up. Yeah, all in all, great razor, no complaints. Highly recommend it if you're looking in the market for a new razor. It is pricey. I think USD it's like $265 for one plate, so it is pricey. If you want something that's, I think overall as a daily driver, I prefer the 0.99 over the 1.20 because I use the 1.20 like a couple days in a row, and I feel like my face kind of wanted a break from the 1.20 gap. I need to revisit it. But if I had a ton more growth that day, I would definitely reach for the 1.20 more. It's not too aggressive, but there's more blade feel for sure. Where the 0.99 to me is like the sweet spot. The 0.86 was even more comfortable, which I don't have anymore. That was even more comfortable, but I felt like my skin can handle more blade feel, and I wanted it to be just a little bit more efficient, even though in the grand scheme of things, it was plenty good. That's just me being like picky and curious at the same time. I don't know. So yeah, so I could go straight up on the face, no issue right there. Same on the mustache. I can only really do this on mild razors that have that are like really smooth. Otherwise, I'll get like a bunch of bumps on my mustache area. So I tend not to do that, depending on the razor. I'll never try it with a straight, I'll tell you that. It'd probably even work better on a fresh blade, but like I said, this razor, this blade has 23 uses on it. I want to see how far I can get it. Those tungsten blades last forever. It's a shame that they're discontinued. Almost done with the shave though. Finishing up on the last pass here. Yeah, definitely noticed more efficiency on the 1.20, but it pretty much got me to BBS in 3 passes. A little bit more comfortably than that one does, so my opinion still kind of stands as this is a daily driver. All right, perfect. Really close. You guys can see that I'm not just buffing for no reason. You can see the little black specks of hair. All right, cool. Let me rinse off and get into the post. Fantastic shave. Like I said, only about a day's growth, but really close. Solid post shave on the grooming department soap as usual. Nice little tobacco scent, but we'll finish it off with, oh, here we go. Wrong splash. Here we go. Earth of Mankind by Oaken Lab. Really nice splash. Awesome. Whew. All right, overview. SOC Boar brush. If you're looking for a not too expensive brush, around $50, I think it's a good value for what you get. I'd say if you're interested in a boar, go with this SOC Semogue and give it some use, give it like 10-15 uses before you make a decision. Boar brushes have to break in. They soften up over time. The ends of the hair, they start to split, and that's what gives it that softer feel. So, but yeah, it didn't really take too long with that brush. The Bluet razor, the Naked BR-1, 0.99. I really like it. This is a top 3 razor for me. Just really functional. It's really solid efficiency with a ton of smoothness, not a ton of blade feel. I really like the minimalistic design. I think he might be releasing polished ones in the future, which would be really cool. But they're currently only blasted, so it comes in a matte finish, so to speak. And today we used Amore. All right, that's it for the shave, guys. Thanks for watching. If you have anything to add or questions at all, whatever, leave a comment below. But until then, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.